we'll say we got it wrong. A human error can happen on the field and in the VAR booth. But for sure, you know, it's here to stay. It's a really good tool. We're looking to ensure that it enhances the game and doesn't damage the game. And we want to only use that VAR for those times when it's clearly wrong, and not to get too, you know, involved and interfering in the game. And I think that's the best way to use it. We're trying to do some work with the broadcasters so that you can tell the story to people back home, but also the people in the stadium need to know too. And that's something we're going to watch closely, see if it works. If it does, then we'll be open to having a conversation on how we can use something like that.
Howard, you seem to be talking a lot more about transparency and sort of admitting when you make a mistake, and I think ultimately that would be something that would be welcomed, I'm sure, across football. So just, would they be instances where you feel like the VAR should have got involved?
The VAR didn't feel it reached that threshold of being a clear error. We feel he was wrong. We feel that he should have got involved, that he should have overturned the decision. Some just stand out and we have to get involved, and what we need to do is not only acknowledge that we should have got involved, but also take the learning from that so that it happens as rarely as often. But we also have to recognise when there's a need to intervene, when there's a contact that does have a detrimental effect on a player, or one that has, you know, an element of endangering the safety of the opponent, and they're the ones we have to step in on. And we'll acknowledge where we get those wrong, take the learning, try to reduce those errors as much as we possibly can.
The football world has been rocked by a stunning revelation as Howard Webb reportedly admitted that Arsenal were on the wrong end of a controversial decision in their clash against Manchester City. For fans who watched the match unfold, the sense of injustice was immediate and overwhelming. Now, with this alleged confession, those frustrations have been reignited, turning what was already a heated debate into a full-blown VAR scandal that is dominating headlines. The match itself was expected to be a high-stakes encounter, with both Arsenal and Manchester City battling for supremacy. However, the game took a dramatic turn when a crucial decision involving VAR denied Arsenal what many believed was a clear advantage. Whether it was a disallowed goal, a missed penalty, or a questionable foul, the moment became the defining incident of the match. Arsenal players were visibly furious, their protests echoing across the stadium, while fans both inside and outside the ground erupted in disbelief. At the centre of the storm is the growing mistrust of VAR, a system that was introduced to eliminate clear and obvious errors but has instead become a source of ongoing controversy. The alleged admission by Webb only adds fuel to the fire, suggesting that even those in charge of officiating are aware of its shortcomings. For Arsenal supporters, this is more than just a single bad call. It is part of a pattern they believe has cost them crucial points in key matches. Critics of VAR argue that the technology, while well-intentioned, is being undermined by inconsistent application and human interpretation. In this particular incident, questions have been raised about why the on-field referee's decision was not overturned, or why the VAR officials failed to intervene decisively. Replays circulating online appear to show evidence that could have justified a different outcome, further intensifying the debate. Pundits and former players have weighed in, many expressing sympathy for Arsenal and calling for urgent reforms. On the other hand, some voices within the football community urge caution before drawing definitive conclusions. They argue that refereeing decisions are inherently complex and that VAR, despite its flaws, has improved overall accuracy in the game. However, even these more measured perspectives acknowledge that transparency and consistency are essential if the system is to maintain credibility. For Arsenal, the implications of this controversy go beyond a single match. In a season where every point matters, such decisions can have a significant impact on title races, European qualification, and overall momentum. Manager and players must now find a way to move past the frustration and focus on upcoming fixtures, but the psychological toll of such incidents cannot be underestimated. Meanwhile, the governing bodies of football face increasing pressure to address the concerns surrounding VAR. Fans are demanding clearer communication, better training for officials, and perhaps even structural changes to how decisions are reviewed. The idea of post-match explanations or audio releases from VAR rooms has been floated as a way to increase transparency and rebuild trust. This latest controversy also highlights the emotional intensity that makes football the world's most popular sport. Moments of brilliance, drama, and heartbreak are all part of the game, But when outcomes are perceived to be influenced by flawed officiating, it threatens to undermine the integrity of competition. The alleged admission by Webb serves as a reminder that, despite technological advancements, the human element remains at the heart of football, and with it, the potential for error. As the debate continues to rage, one thing is certain: this incident will not be forgotten anytime soon. It has sparked renewed scrutiny of VAR and its role in modern football, and it may well become a turning point in how the system is perceived and implemented. For Arsenal fans, it is a bitter pill to swallow, but also a rallying cry for change. For the rest of the football world, it is yet another chapter in the ongoing saga of VAR, one that shows no signs of ending anytime soon.